You're looking at your VA decision letter and you see the section that says favorable findings, and you're saying to yourself, why didn't I get my disability granted? I see this question all the time on social media platforms. Favorable findings doesn't mean you will be granted your VA disability claim unless you have all three elements. What am I referring to? Well, let's dive into this right now.
VA claims, veterans helping veterans, because veterans do better when veterans know better.
Hi everyone, this is Stephanie from VA Claims, Veterans Helping Veterans. When it comes to VA disability claims, especially your VA decision letter, knowing the meaning of a favorable finding is very important. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 38 CFR together, focusing specifically on 3.104 Section C favorable findings. In layman terms, this section means that when the VA agrees with a part of your disability claim, like confirming your diagnosis or service event, they must officially state it in your decision letter. Now, favorable findings became a formal required part of the VA decision notices with implementation of the Appeals Modernization Act, also known as AMA, back in February 2019. The AMA mandates the VA's inclusion in written decisions to identify elements the VA agrees with, such as a diagnosis or an in-service event, making them binding unless rebutted by clear and convincing evidence and preserving effective dates for future claims. Now, favorable findings doesn't mean your VA disability claim was approved. This is where a lot of veterans get confused. They're given a denial, and yet they are confused as to why they were denied, even though they see favorable findings in the decision. The VA requires three elements in order to establish direct service connection. The Kaluza triangle provides a structured framework for presenting your claim and ensures that you address each critical component. In order to receive a grant for disability with the VA, you need to have these three elements. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Kaluza triangle together. Now, Kaluza versus Brown was decided back on April 12, 1995 by the U.S. Court of Veterans' Appeal. It established a key three-part triangle test for VA disability claims, requiring proof of a current disability, an in-service event, and a medical nexus link between the two. This is a very important ruling because it ensures VA decisions must explain why favorable finding evidence wasn't sufficient to grant a claim, influencing how veterans prove service connection. If you would like to read the entire appeal decision, here is the link to that decision. Now, some examples of favorable findings veterans see in their VA disability decisions that are denials typically have one or two of the required elements. So unless that decision has all three elements, you will not be granted your claim for VA disability. All right. I hope this video was informative. I will put the links of everything I discussed in the description section. If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. If you need to leave me any comments or questions, you may do so in the comment section below. Or feel free to email me at VACVHV@gmail.com. And remember my motto, veterans do better when veterans know better. Talk to you all soon.